Theft in the Niger Delta. The continued investigative hearing on oil theft and pipeline vandalism and its effects on the environment in oil-producing states has thrown up new vistas as the new companies that appeared before the Reps Environment Committee took opposite stands as their motives and how to ameliorate the hazard and economic sabotage. The hearing, which centered on the downpour of petitions by the host communities where Eto and Owando oil coys on their operations have resulted negatively on the environment. Both companies agreed on the need for the House of Representatives to provide environment that will deter such acts inimical to the economic well-being and ecosystem of the nation through the legislative intervention. Owando, speaking through its team lead Philip Akuduro, attributed a high percentage of oil spillage and its resultant effects on the host community to the increasing appetite of the host communities to pilfer the crude from the pipelines through illegal connections and damage to oil installations. The committee members, comprising of many from the Niger Delta region of the country, led by its chairman Julius Pondi, who represents Ijo South, would have none of such sweeping accusations of the host communities, frowning particularly at the use of the words with increasing appetite and capacities for theft, and called for immediate withdrawal of such legislative language, and was promptly withdrawn by Owando.
Like you said, I share the same coastline with you, so we suffer the same thing. But that it will be totally wrong to say that if our people steal crude oil, if our people involved in penalization, then we should own up and say it. I think so, we should own up and say it. Because like Jumbo was saying just now, there will be a time that we speak to our brothers. There should be a time that we speak to our brothers. If we continue like this, we are talking about the host community trust. If you continue to finalize the pipelines, how do you have money in the host trust? Yes, some of the languages may be very harsh, but it's not take away the fact that our people are involved in these activities. So I think that saying that it should never may be also too harsh. So let it use the word mildly. The one I find funny is when he said appetite to steal. Yeah. Otherwise, if our people are, these are things that are known everywhere, that we have good people, we also have criminals. After all, you are here, you represent the good and bad people of Southern Niger. So if the small bad people in Southern Niger are the criminals, then we should own it. I don't agree that the larger people in Southern Niger, no. There are always small elements that involve in crime. We should own up that these elements are involved in crime. We should own it. We should protect them. We should be seen doing so in public when we know that the elements are there. So, my brother, appetite for stealing that you used.
Eto, on its part, noted the importance of a cordial working relationship between oil companies and their host communities, but noted that when vested interest starts to creep in, then interest starts to clash.
Of them have been found to be third-party infractions from mostly vandals and theft who have come to steal crude. Like I said, it's a very sorry and painful situation. No country, no producer, no operator sets up to want to be a badging operator. It is a Herculean task. It is extremely difficult. It's something that no operator really wants to get involved in. But what do you want to do when you cannot get your crude out? You are producing, but you will not see it. These are open records, open facts that can be found from all facets of security hierarchies, regulators in Nigeria. It got to a point where, as a company, we would have to stop operations for almost 2 years. The entire OML 29 and Nimbe Creek trunk axis, OML 18, OML 21, OML 29, all of them had to shut down because incessantly, alternative was like we're producing for vandals. Nothing was getting to the Boni terminal. So when we see the crude figures for the country, we should be concerned and say, what is happening? Those way. So nobody, as a company, if our pipeline, the normal pipeline from Nimbe all the way to Body is allowed to function, we will not go and invest in badges. You can't sleep a sleepless night. You want to be sure that it's not being hijacked by anybody on the way. You want to be ensured that the cost of security, the cost of running that system, it's a lot of work. It's a logistic nightmare, which for us an operator has been very difficult. I'm happy the House has brought us to a forum so we can express some of the things we go through to get the crude out for the country, because every day, I thank God for the government of the day and the various meetings and interactions they've had with producers. We have been given a clear mandate to see how we can ramp up production for the country, increase crude production. But what can you do at this point in time? So we have felt, like I said, is a child of the system that was born in a very difficult time. I don't know about other producers, but for us as a company, it's extremely difficult.
Its Chief Operating Officer, Ewarezi Use, attributed such clashes of interest for reasons why production fell drastically to 700,000 barrels per day in 2018 before it started picking up through combined security activities by stakeholders.
The records show that in all our areas of operation, we operate in 4 states of Bayelsa, Rivers, Delta, and Imo State. Our statistics show that about 90% of all our spill events are caused by third-party interferences on our facilities. But when you go into Bayelsa, where Olubobru is, our record shows that about 80% of all oil theft-related spills in Bayelsa are within southern Niger local government area, where Olubobru community is. We have a chart from 2020 to 2024 showing the distribution of oil theft-related spills in Bayelsa across the local governments in our operational zone. From what we submitted to you, if you can check slide 6 on what we submitted to you, you will see the chart that shows clearly that southern Niger is a major place where we have spills that have been caused by oil theft events.